Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Reactor, and this is Quinn. And today's article comes from telegraph.co.uk and says, "Stupid idiots who force their cats to be vegan could risk breaking the law." Because, yeah, obviously, cats are carnivores, and humans are, they could be carnivores, but they're omnivores, really. So, forcing your pet onto a different animal's diet because it's what you like.
Could it be argued that a cat could, or a dog, I would say a cat, could eat vegan food that has all the fats, proteins, and carbohydrates and everything in it?
Because they need taurine, and taurine is only found in literal meat.
So it couldn't be a supplement of taurine?
You could. Yes, you could.
Okay.
If you give your cat vitamins
Right.
and vegan food, I would say that would work because they
Really?
need it's just as long as they get the vitamins they need.
Okay.
I think that could work, but I think it could also be it's still kind of dumb.
Yeah.
Just
it's
give them their
probably
natural
expensive.
diet.
Right.
Making your cat vegan, that's torture. Cat owners have been advised they could risk breaking the law if they force their pets into veganism. 1 in 6 pet food suppliers has branched out into supplying vegan or vegetarian food for animals as owners embrace the new trend over ethical concerns with meat diets. So, actually, if it's a pet food supplier, I imagine they're putting the right nutrients into it, which you could. You really could. As long as it's got enough protein for their diet. It's got to be high protein with taurine, especially taurine. There might be other nutrients that they get from meat that aren't found anywhere else, but
Right.
but I just know taurine is like the main one that's talked about. And like this doesn't have anything to do with this, but interesting fact, ferrets are they're called polecats, and a lot of people think they're rodents, but they're actually cats. They have they're carnivores. They need taurine in their diet because they can't produce it, just like cats. And I guess we produce taurine ourselves, so that's why we can survive on vegetarian, vegan diets. But I think it's really weird that ferrets are they look like rats, but they're actually predators of rats. They eat mice and rats, just like
Right.
cats.
Right.
Yeah, so they're just like
I
a
think
weasel cat. It's
minks
weird.
do that as well.
Yeah,
they're
related
rodent
to ferrets.
hunters.
Yeah. I always thought that was weird. It's like, wow, they're called polecats, and people think they're rats. I remember I had a ferret, and everyone thought it was like, ew, get a rodent scare me. Like, this isn't a rodent. It'll eat rodents.
Right. I'm not a big cat person, but if a cat is hungry, it will eat a rodent that it catches in your house, right? Like it's like its predatory instinct to eat what
Most
it kills
of them,
if it's hungry.
Some of them might not,
Yeah.
because the way they were raised, maybe. I don't know, I guess. But yesterday, the RSPCA said cats could become seriously ill if given exclusively plant-based diets, and owners could run the risk of getting a criminal record. So if you're cooking vegan food for your cat, yeah, that's bad. But if you're getting from a pet food supplier, I don't really see. I mean, as long as the pet food supplier should be liable for not putting the right nutrients for cats if they're labeling it as cat food.
Right.
But if they are, I don't see a real issue with that.
Not either.
The spokesman said while dogs were omnivores and could theoretically survive on a vegetarian diet, cats were carnivores and needed meat. They pointed out, under the Animal Welfare Act, the law requires an owner to take responsible steps to ensure that all the pet's needs are met. This includes a healthy diet, as well as providing suitable living conditions, ability to behave normally, and appropriate company and protection from pain, suffering, injury, and disease. It's funny, there was probably a time where pets didn't have rights. You know? It's like pets were property and you didn't have to feed them if you didn't want to, which is so sick. That I kind of think that horses were always treated well, but they were also property before animal rights existed, so they could have been treated horribly. In the worst cases where cats are so malnourished, guidelines say owners could face a hefty fine or even a jail sentence if convicted under the Animal Welfare Act. The warning comes after the National Pet Show in Birmingham earlier this month showcased the latest in vegan pet food and non-meat alternatives as owners look to spread their ethical diets onto their pets too. Yeah, I think I heard of a woman who had a malnourished cat and got in trouble for it, but that's because she was cooking the food, giving her cat the food that she was eating. Without the proper nutrients. The spokesman for the RSPCA added, cats are strict carnivores and depend on some very specific nutrients that are found in meat, including taurine, vitamin A, and arachidonic acid, so can become seriously ill if they are fed a vegetarian or vegan diet. But if those things are in the pet food, that's not an issue. Don't label it cat food if it's not cat food.
Right.
That would be the real issue. Last night, a world-renowned expert on animal nutrition said that she had treated one cat that was so weak from the strict vegan diet that its owner was feeding it that it was unable to stand. Marge Chandler, a clinical nutritionist based in Glasgow and university lecturer, said she had to hospitalize the animal, which was severely undersized and a substantial amount of its fur missing. She then refused to release it until the owner agreed to feed it a diet that included meat. She said it is crucial. A cat's diet includes at least 20% meat protein. Oh, so maybe they actually need meat protein. You can't give them like whey protein.
The fact that people are dumb enough to see this pet as an exact extension of themselves is a complete, just the dumbest
People
thing.
don't think they're animals. People don't think that people are animals.
Your cat is not a person. It needs cat things.
It's not a human. It is a person. Animals are people.
Sure, it could be argued. They're little people, sure.
Feeding an inappropriate or incomplete diet that doesn't provide the animal with nutrients is needed is a welfare issue no matter what diet it is, she said. Despite this advice, a number of companies selling vegan and vegetarian pet food have sprung up in recent years to cater for the demand in meat-free pet food. Yeah, so, I mean, maybe she's right. She probably knows more than me as a pet nutritionist.
Right.
But
I
kind of think that protein is protein.
Yeah, and I do too, because I can say from experience that I did work with a gentleman who did, in fact, eat cat food on his lunch breaks. He was
Asperger ate cat food recently.
the best worker that I've ever worked with.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone viewing this knows, but during the Wheel of Punishment 2 that Mumkey and Rusty Cage and Asperger did, they posted the videos. Asperger ate
cat
a
food.
bowl of cat food
A whole
as
thing of it.
cereal with
Right.
milk. Yeah, it was pretty.
So not only do you not get sick or die from it,
Like, we
it
can eat cat
could
food.
sustain you throughout the day.
I don't think he got sick. These products use vegetable protein derived from soya, wheat, maize, rice, and beet pulp, substituted with synthetic vitamins and amino acids naturally found in meat.
That sounds better than
Yeah.
half the crap I eat.
Yeah, it doesn't sound bad.
No.
You know, it's giving them leaves and shit. That's bad.
It already sounds like it's already mashed up. You could put it right into a burrito. Boom, it's done.
And the cat that this woman, the nutritionist, was talking about that she had to nurse back to health, was probably not eating the vegan cat food.
Who knows what
It
this
was probably
woman's
being
diet
fed
was?
some weird stuff.
Twizzlers,
No,
drinking
vegan-
chocolate milk through Twizzlers, eating ho-hos.
No, milk isn't vegan. Twizzlers are probably not vegan.
No, you're right.
Yeah, it's probably got like the gel from like.
Hooves
It could be from
and
seaweed,
beaks
but they use
and dirty
stuff like-
things.
Yeah. National pet shop chains have also reported an increase in demand for specialist foods such as gluten and grain-free pet food. Well, yeah, grain-free. That actually makes sense. Like I feed Dingo grain-free because
Good for you.
because I don't eat grains.
Yeah.
Grains are bad.
Right.
Like people can bitch about gluten and say it's fake. Eat gluten as much as you want, but it actually is inflammatory. Like, don't be stupid. It's proven that gluten is inflammatory. People with celiac disease, it's more inflammatory than people without, but you still will do better without eating it.
Sure.
Damien Eady, director of Bonovo, which specializes in plant-based pet food, said yesterday that the business he founded 13 years ago is growing and that he was in discussions with major retailers about stocking its products. He denied there were health issues attached to feeding a cat or dog a plant-based diet, saying Bonovo worked with nutritional experts to ensure the quality of their products. Yeah. See?
I believe
they're
him.
trying to associate crazy cat people who are giving it their same diet without, without the right nutrients.
My biggest fear of eating canned cat food and dog food has always been the meat products that were in it.
Yeah.
I'm scared
Yeah,
of
yeah,
where
yeah.
they get these meat products. It's obviously the leftover scraps
Yeah,
from
they're not giving it the
everything.
fillets, you know.
Fillet of what? Animal?
No, I'm saying fillet
butt?
of hoof. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the ground up stuff that nobody wants to eat, and that's what always worried me. But hey, give me in the event of a fallout situation, yeah, I'll eat some cat food.
But I think it's kind of ridiculous that this article is trying to knock these vegan cat foods when vegan cat food is probably and most likely not the issue. Like he said, he has nutritional experts.
Right.
They know they're making food. Come on, his business is to make food. It's the crazy people who are starving their cats by giving them no, we're gonna have salad today, kitty.
Right.
You know,
I mean, I'm all
stop.
for the less pigs you have to grind up. Great.
Yeah.
You know.
He added that he believed vets who disagreed with him to be suffering with an unshakable ideology. I agree with him. Yeah. It's very. Maybe it's hard to explain. Like they're obviously not communicating properly because, this guy is saying, we put the correct nutrition in it for cats. It's plant-based protein, but
This is built for cats.
the only reason cats need meat protein is because meat has taurine in it. But if you substitute the taurine that isn't in plant protein, all the nutrients, you have a correct diet, and I don't see an issue with that. And that's actually the right way to go about it. If you want a vegan cat, you give it vegan cat food. You don't give it vegan.
Guess. Don't go in your fridge and be like,
Like, I like eating tofu. I'll give it tofu.
Want some orange juice?
Yeah, a vegan human diet is different.
Right.
But even if you're a vegan, you should still be taking nutritional supplements.
Absolutely.
Well, no, because there are a lot of them I'm sure they make vegan vitamins.
Take vitamins and eat your minerals. It's good for you.
Yeah. Do you have anything else you want to say about this? Yep. So stupid idiots are forcing their cats. It's not entirely accurate, I guess.
No, not really.
But I mean, you are a stupid idiot if you're giving your cat the same food you're eating.
Or if you're just making up a diet that you think is right because of some label you read in a grocery store once. You're an expert. No, you're not.
But buying cat food specifically for cats can't be wrong.
No matter how much you have to pay.
And if these cats are becoming malnourished from Bonovo, for example's cat food, then obviously they're the problem.
Right.
Because their cat food isn't cat food. Because cats are getting malnourished on it. Yeah. But that's it for the article. If you enjoyed it, let us know by giving it a thumbs up. What do you think? Do you think people who give their cats cat food that is vegan, do you think that's wrong? Do you agree with me? I don't know. Let me know in the comments, and check our description for our Patreon link if you want to help us. Thanks for watching.